Any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now. Perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down. He wants to pressure you. He wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. So Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Merab, the Machine, Dvalishvili. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. And it is the UFC's unofficial home base, T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 18,000 plus are expected on hand tonight for what should be an epic UFC live event.
It is going to be a phenomenal fight night in a fantastic arena. T-Mobile Arena, the home of the UFC. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Makhachev's in half guard. Making all these shots count. Makhachev's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Frantic pace early on to this one.
Big double leg level change. not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Dvalishvili. All right, side control now. Oh, good ground and pound here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is stunning off the mat.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Dvalishvili.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Keep moving those hips until you get your guard.
2 minutes to go in the round. Well, he's avoided a lot of the damage here on the ground. Nicely done with the head movement there.
Not staying still underneath his opponent is a beautiful submission attempt here. Look at that, it's tight.
Defend that choke. Defend that choke.
There it is.
This work, I'll stand this up. You need to work.
He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out!
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Take the back. Over under.
He flattens him out. This could be the beginning of the end.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blow, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike. All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. When you're in this position, however rare it may be, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to lay on. I'm just trying to cut air from going to your body. I'm just trying to make you carry my weight. I don't necessarily want to be here. And I don't know if this guy wants to be here right now. He will use this to try to get to the next position.
Don't want to be there for more reasons than one.
Don't want to be there. I don't want to be there on the bottom.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Dvalishvili. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. Side kick. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Now the hammer fist here by Dvalishvili. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. good job understanding the transitions.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Oh, big elbow.
Nice punch by him there, and the clinch, the book on him is that when he gets in these clinch situations, he's not looking to take a breather.
He is not resting. He is going to work. The night is just beginning when he gets into the clinch. He's throwing the...
Oh, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight. He's really working hard for this guillotine, but he can't blow out his arms. He's got to make sure it's secure if he's going to go 100% to try to get this finish.
Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here. Big ground and pound.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Takedown defense is there.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Makhachev's cut, not getting blood in his eyes per se, but that is a huge gash on the cheek. Kind of looks like a slot machine right now, and if we get in between rounds, the ringside physician and the cut man are going to have their work cut out for them.
He passes to half.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedowns is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Dvalishvili's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Great job landing from the top position.
10 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighters head back to the stools, and hopefully this fight can continue. That is a severe cut. We'll see if the cut man can do some good work here. All right, that'll do it for that round. Makhachev's corner showing a little bit of concern here, DC. The cut around his eye really starting to swell. Cut man's got to do his best work right here, right now. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue on the path in order to make the cut worse.
Dvalishvili gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, he's got his back. Makhachev's able to flatten him out, really pressing on him now. Opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the hard ground and pound strike lands, and that has caused some swelling, or so it appears.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here.
You gotta grab the wrist.
Dvalishvili's in half guard. Side control. 3 minutes to go in round 3. Makhachev's got the full mount.
Good work, guys.
Let's go. Posture and heavy shots.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow, right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Makhachev's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there.
He passes to half guard.
Side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Makhachev's in half guard now. Vision is compromised, there's no doubt. Makhachev's back in full mount. Waning seconds here of round number 3. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Dvalishvili. All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's going to have to move his head here.
I need you to show something. You have to protect yourself. Let's get this fight to the ground and get on.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute? Ooh! Oh, that is a high-level mixed martial arts athlete. Great balance to avoid the trip. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Referee took a look at the ringside position after yet another blow hit right on that previously targeted spot. Makhachev's back in side control.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, another strike hits right on that cut. Ringside physician might have to intervene soon. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Let's go, hammer fist.
Dvalishvili's in half guard. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Makhachev's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the outflow.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything wrong to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Islam Makhachev. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Seconds left. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Makhachev's back in full mount. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
Stop.
All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
We expected that more. Refocus.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round.
He did a great job of blocking that punch.
Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice, a single leg takedown, and he's securing it, and he's doing it and scoring it over and over again.
Dvalishvili's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Oh! Makhachev's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side. Nice job by him there. He was being dominated and is able to reverse position. Dvalishvili's in half guard.
Oh, now he's attacking arm triangle.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, he bails on the submission now.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. Dvalishvili's an absolute mess right now. This fight might actually get stopped by the ringside physician due to that cut. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage out of it.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, Your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Islam Makhachev.
Hey, hands up, protect your face.
Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. Dvalishvili's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Beautiful transition.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
On to the mouth.
Heavy on top and swing his elbow.
He's got to start throwing down.
Dvalishvili's eye is essentially swollen shut at this, and now he's got the back. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. 1 minute to decide this one. Islam Makhachev, ground and pound from half guard.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Well, this fighter is essentially unrecognizable. There's like a hole in his cheek. Referee steps in here. Doctor might stop this fight.
He might stop it, and it's gory, right? With the way that the cut is, the blood that's coming out of the face, you think the doctor may go, you know what, man, enough is enough. This guy's been beaten up all night.
Yeah, you got to stop the fight, man. I mean, I know the cut's not in a bad place, but his face is rearranged. You got to protect the athlete.
You have to. You have to.
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Well, for my money, this is the deepest, toughest UFC division, and the road to lightweight glory still goes through that man's backyard. Congratulations to the champion once again.
And he's got a massive